Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
Have you ever read that ad? Or you must have seen this ad on Facebook, made famous by Thai Lopez, by Mentor Box, by Blinkist. Okay, and the claim is a CEO reads 60 books a year. Okay, so a CEO reads 60 books a year. So what they're trying to tell you, if you read 60 books a year, you have a chance to be a CEO. This is what they're trying to tell you indirectly. Or successful people read books. Okay, so you'll be like, shit, if I read books, I'm going to be successful. In fact, on Facebook, there was this very viral video of an army or navy captain who stood on the microphone and said, the first thing that I do when I wake up is make my bed. Okay, he makes his bed. That is the first act he does, and the whole day goes well. Everyone was forwarding this, everyone was sending it. WhatsApp groups, it was filled. Facebook groups, it was filled. And guess what? Everyone started making their bed. I'm sure the mothers and fathers were so happy. Oh, my son is making his bed. My daughter is making her bed. Okay, so people made their bed. They were very happy. I made my bed. Oh, I made my bed. And then they sat and waited. Okay, now, where am I going to be successful? When am I going to be successful? Made my bed for this week. Then they made their bed for 1 month. They made their bed for 1 year. End of the year, nothing happened. They're the same people they were. Bank balance was the same before, bank balance is the same now. Okay. 60 books a year. Well, guess what? I read 1,000 books in 3 years. 1,000 books. Nothing happened. I've read every Tony Robbins book, every Malcolm Gladwell's book, every Sam Harris, Richard Dawkins, Christopher Hitchens, John Lehrer, name it. Every best-selling book there is on this planet I've read. Nothing happened. In fact, here's you using your common sense, okay? I'll give you actual common sense which people do not use. Blinkist says a CEO reads 60 books. Thai Lopez says CEO reads 60 books. So now the question is, did Bill Gates become a billionaire because he read those books? Or did he read those books because he's a billionaire? Today, Bill Gates has billions of dollars in his bank account. He can sit and read a book and eat popcorn and drink juice. And he can say, I read 60 books while eating popcorn and drinking Coca-Cola. So does that mean if you read books, eat popcorn and drink Coca-Cola, you'll be? In fact, have you ever asked yourself this? A billionaire brushes his teeth early in the morning. So if you brush your teeth, wouldn't you become a billionaire? Let's say Bill Gates tomorrow says, or Mark Zuckerberg or Elon Musk, I eat 2 eggs at exactly 3 in the morning. 1 raw, 1 fried. I'm very sure there are enough and more idiots out there who will get up in the morning and try eating 1 egg raw, 1 egg fried, hoping maybe they'll get these magical brains. See, my dear friends, my dear followers, why Blinkist is telling you read 60 books is because they sell an app with a premium feature where you can use their service. Thai Lopez tells you a CEO reads 60 books because he's selling knowledge. He's selling his course. Okay? The fact of the matter is, he has Mentor Box, he has shares in that. Okay? He's a businessman, I agree. He's a successful businessman. He's making this extra income by having all these people who are, there's a market for knowledge. There's a market for people ready. Take my money. Okay, let me have some knowledge to improve my life. But all this knowledge is available for free. All this knowledge is available for free. Every book that is written is recycled knowledge. yeah, the fact of the matter is, how did they learn this? They learned it by someone teaching them. Okay, Tony Robbins he commercialized what he knows from Richard Bandler. I can't get the exact names. The fathers of NLP, that is Mike Grinder and Richard Bandler. Excuse me if I don't remember now. You think when these people were born, they knew everything? No, they learned it from somewhere. Unless you're a scientist or a physicist who has invented totally something new, what you're sharing is recycled knowledge. Some guys ask me, this guy from India, he's a motivational speaker. Oh, what does a motivational speaker tell you? Yeah, you can do it, come on, you can do it. And then you become fans of his, you pay money to him to listen to him talk. That's how they become rich. So use your common sense to understand. Thai Lopez is selling you a product. He's selling you a service. He is reading a book. Okay, for example, he'll buy a book for, let's say, $50. He'll read it, summarize it, put it in digital form, write a few notes. Now, the book that he purchased for $50, he'll repackage it, and then he will sell this book along with many other books, okay, for, let's say, $10 a piece. And if he gets 10 customers, he made $100. Okay, a $50 book, he made it $100. Yes, he added some value to it. Yes, he did some Facebook ads. Yes, there's a cost. End of the day, I'm very sure he gets close to at least 200,000 customers. 200,000. Multiply that by 10. He has made 2 million. Okay, so who's become rich? You became rich? He became rich. So my request to you is, anytime you hear these amazing claims, a CEO reads 60 books, you get up in the morning, make your bed, this productivity hack, I ate this superfood, I drink this, Kamara tea or some tea. Baba, nothing is going to happen. Nothing. Okay? Getting up in the morning and meditating and all that. These are habits that will help you, improve and become better. But it doesn't guarantee you success. It doesn't guarantee you richness. It is not going to make you rich. Okay, here's my final claim. Okay? And let's end this discussion. CEO reads 60 books, right? Okay. Can you tell me which CEO, the name of the CEO, okay, is it documented and attested by that CEO? I have read these books. And then the second question is, which books has he read? Third question is, how many CEOs do we have this data? Do we have only data for 5 CEOs, 10 CEOs? In a population of 7 billion, out of which, let's say, there are close to 10,000 CEOs, example, 10,000 CEOs. So do we have the data from all the 10,000 CEOs? Do all the 10,000 CEOs agree on the same number of books? Do they read more or less the same types of books? And can they all say that they became a CEO because they read this book? Or do CEOs read books because when they're traveling on a plane or they're reading on a, let's say, they're going for a meeting, they have some time to kill, they just pop open a book, they read it. So ask yourself all these questions, cross-question, don't just blindly follow. The problem is the majority just simply blindly follow whatever anyone tells them. And that's how these internet marketers become rich. The 60 books the CEO reads, I'm not saying they don't read. Yes, they do read. But they did not become a CEO by reading these books. And if you read these books, you're not going to be a CEO. You're not going to be rich. You're not going to be successful. You're just going to be a living Wikipedia who has selective information and who will just forget after some time. The book that I read 6-7 years ago, I've read over, I told you, 1,000 books I've read. Okay, in the 3 years that I aggressively read books, I've been to so many seminars, so many conferences. You think I remember all of it? No, I read it. I forgot about it. It's like watching a movie. Read it, enjoyed it, forgot about it. The only thing it's useful is if I apply this principle to my life. Like, for example, I have hands-on knowledge on steroids. I've experimented with my own body. I have hands-on knowledge on running, triathlon, cycling, because I've literally experimented, but that doesn't make me an industry expert. That just makes me an expert in knowing what I need to do in order to prepare. I know social media marketing, but I'm not the world's best at it. I know personal branding, okay? Because I make a living out of it every day. I've been doing it for 11 years. There I can say I'm an expert. So please use your common sense to understand whenever anyone gives you an ad or a claim, use some common sense. Don't just be a sheep and blindly follow it. 60 books CEO reads. Yeah. If I had $1 billion in my bank, I'd sit and read books the whole day long. People who are really focused on their goals, they don't have time for bullshit here. And when Bill Gates started his career, he was not sitting and reading books. He was busy selling Windows, busy trying to make Windows a mass scale product. He didn't read any book that time. He was not known for reading books. He was only known for Windows. Okay, I hope this added some common sense to you. Let me know your thoughts down below. And please stop making this internet marketers rich, assuming you're going to be rich. You're not going to be rich. Okay, I hope this answers your question. Put your comments, I read them. Take care.